Hi everyone, Paul Morbid here, Morbid Team Entertainment in Bolex Repair Philippines. Welcome to part 10 of experimental filmmaking tips. Got some more bleach in the bucket. Dropping my celluloid in here, my film. And gonna make sure that gets underway. Let it sit for about 5 minutes, and between that time I'm gonna flip the film over to make sure it gets completely soaked. Got another process of some stuff I'm going through here with my movie, with my experimental horror film. So let that sit for a while. Start with a steel wool pad and making the scratches. We've got a different thing, removing the emulsion here. Got a different thing this time to add to my film, and with something previous. So get all this, some good scratches. Gonna do some more film blowing with red paint. When you're doing this and you're removing the emulsion, again, the emulsion is the viewable image of the film itself. Make sure you leave some of the color or black and white viewable image of the film on there, because that is what the paint hooks onto to dry and create the effect. Also, when you're using your steel wool pad or your toothbrush, and you're doing this method right here, removing the emulsion from the acetate. Again, the acetate is the clear part of the film. Watch your sprocket holes here where the projector goes through. You don't want to break those. Alright? You have to cut it out and splice it. Okay, it's time to wash it, and I do have a tear in the celluloid I'll have to do. How to fix that? So let's get started with the washing. Rinsing here rather. About 3 times. Alright, I'm going to start the film blowing while the emulsion is still wet and tacky. That's a good one. Let this drip. That's going to look good. Oh yeah, that's going to look really good, those 2 pieces right there especially. And then you don't know what the film is going to provide with the paint and the emulsion. Okay, so now I flipped it over to do the back side of it. Come down at a top motion as well. That gives a great effect, like this. Alright, looking good. Okay, I'm letting everything dry here in the plexiglass for a while so the paint, the red paint, can get into the emulsion. And here, this is why I'm doing this, so I'm adding some of this throughout my film. It's human hair, my human hair. So I'm going to add this all the way through in this long strip of film to give an even more surreal effect. Alright, there's a good close-up effect of that, of my human hair on the film. Onto the red paint, the scratched emulsion onto the acetate. I'll flip it over in a bit, put more human hair on the other side, and then hang it out to dry. Okay, I've got the film up on the film line to dry, and if you look close you can see my hair in the film, the red paint on the black emulsion. Alright, so look over these and you can see some more right there. Alright, so now is the drying process. Let everything dry. Okay, so under my jeweler's loop, here's what the human hair looks like on the film. You get a good look at that. A good idea. I'll have to go back and I've got to trim the edges of the human hair out, of course. So it looks pretty wild. Very surreal. Cool looking stuff. And it's going to look even wilder when it's projected. Alright. So there you go. Okay everyone, so the only other thing really to keep in mind is that it could take up to several days, depending on what type of paint you're using, for this to dry. Okay, including the emulsion as well that the bleach was added to. Alright, other than that, do contact me at the social media outlets provided on the screen, and remember, as always, do subscribe. Until next time, see ya!